Man, had to pull over to the side of the road for this one. I've been waiting for a while. These are one of the fights that I've really wanted to see, and it's official. Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. They were able to get down, button everything up, and it's official for April the 22nd. It's been a long road when it pertains to this fight. Back in the day, they tried to make it happen a couple of times while Tank Davis was under Mayweather Promotions, but they weren't able to get it done. And Tank Davis said there were certain fights that, that his promoter basically wasn't able to get for him. And due to that, he was going to make certain changes and adjustments as far as his career is concerned in order to put himself, he believed, in a better space to get these fights. They got into negotiations with the Zone, Showtime, with him and Golden Boy, and they came down with certain parameters where they believed, okay, this is set. This is what's going to take to make this fight happen. We even heard Oscar De La Hoya say, hey, yes, we have agreed to all terms. But when it came time to actually do the fight, because Tank Davis went on to fight Hector Garcia, which was smart and intelligent, not to sit around, wait around like Earl Spence did when it came to the Terence Crawford fight, and end up having a fight and not making any money. Secure yourself a date. And he did against Hector Garcia. Did a $5 million gate. He did good pay-per-views, and they went on to get everything all set and signed up for this fight. All of a sudden, Oscar De La Hoya, he had certain issues and problems and things that he wanted adjusted out of the blue, but they stuck to it. They grinded it out. I was looking at it like, you know what? This might not work out for you. You might end up just like Earl Spence did. Earl Spence, 100% fully focused on Crawford. Crawford ends up with a fight, but he ends up not being able to fight last year. Then he has a fight set up for February. He gets hurt, doesn't fight in February. He's not looking at coming in for a fight again until May, which, end up not being a good look for him, Terence Crawford's able to go out there, have his fight, make his money. He's doing a Creed movie, making his money on top of that. He's making money on top of money on top of money, and you're sitting on the sidelines because you're 100% so fully focused on this. But in this particular situation, it did work out. They were able to figure everything out. They were made a lot of concessions were made by the A side, as far as Gervonta Tank Davis is concerned. A lot of concessions he made that usually an A side wouldn't make, especially even like the rematch clauses and things of the nature. But he made them in order to get one of the fights that he wanted. And this is probably going to end up being, and also Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia doesn't want this fight, and he's not fully focused on making this fight and going as hard as he was at making this fight, it probably doesn't get made. Because this is not a fight that Oscar De La Hoya honestly wanted. If you look at it long term, this fight makes no sense for Oscar De La Hoya and the Zone. This is a young star. He's doing good gate numbers. He's progressing. He's growing. His fan base is growing. You can continue this and end up in a couple of years having a big star, and then do a fight later on, in his later 20s. But Ryan Garcia really wanted this fight. So with these two fighters really wanting this fight, and them pretty much being the catalyst that's pushing the networks to also do what they got to do to get this done, they got done. And it might end up being the biggest fight of 2023 as far as when you talk about gate, when you're talking about pay-per-view. We'll see. We'll see what other fights happen. But this probably could end up being the biggest fight that we have this year. And they got it done. So I got to say salute to everybody. And it's kind of ironic, man. This company that's supposedly broke, this Al Heyman that supposedly stands in the middle of all fights. Yeah, we got this fight. We got a newie that's facing against Fulton. They're letting Fulton go. They didn't ask all these crazy demands. They weren't saying we need this and we need that and we need dual networks, this and that. They didn't do none of that stuff. Oh, you paying Fulton how much? All right, cool. Yeah, go do your thing, Fulton. And they got that fight going on. We got Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. That's also happening in a couple of weeks. For everybody who has such a big issue and a problem with PBC, by all means, 2023, don't talk about any fight that has a PBC fighter in it, and don't talk about any PBC event. Don't do it for 2023 and see how it works out for you. Since they don't work with other people and they also don't set up big fights by themselves either. That's not what they do, and they're, quote, a cancer to boxing. So try it and see how it works out, but definitely salute for everybody for getting this fight done. Looking forward to a great promotion. Hopefully everybody stays healthy, makes it to the fight, and we have a great event. And I know I've seen some people also talking negative about this, saying this fight doesn't mean anything. These are supposedly the four horsemen. It was Javante Tank Davis, it was Devin Haney, it was Teofimo Lopez, and it was Ryan Garcia. So now you got two of the quote horsemen facing each other. You don't call something to quote the four horsemen. Don't, what's it called? Expect, say that Ryan's ducking this guy and Ryan's ducking that guy, make consistently talk about things like that for months or for even years. And then now he's facing one of these guys. And then all of a sudden now, no, it's not a meaningful fight. Yes, it's a very meaningful fight. There's a lot of people that believe Tank Davis is going to win this. A lot of people that are backing up Ryan Garcia. Some people might believe themselves that, oh, yeah, Tank's going to wash him or this and that. But a lot of people believe that Ryan Garcia really is going to win this fight. And this is a big fight for boxing, This is a big, huge fight for boxing. And let's say the champions are busy. They're doing what they're doing. We got top contenders that are facing each other. We got, from Benavidez versus Caleb Plant, top contenders facing each other. We just had the Cuban, what's it called? The Dominican Ali versus man, I'm hyped up right now. I don't remember people's names right now. From Texas, y'all know who I'm talking about. My head is gone right now. It's burnt. But whatever. It's all good. We saw them fight. And I'm not changing up the video. I'm not going to check nothing. I'm hyped up right now. My mind is blank. Just came out the gym, but it is what it is. And now we got Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. And like I said, this is probably going to be the biggest fight of the year. And 2023 is looking real good. It's looking really, really good. Salute to everyone. And over the next couple of weeks, we'll see how this promotion goes. And then we'll see who's going to be in the undercard. And just a couple of weeks ago, April the 22nd, I'm guessing probably in Las Vegas. But we have to see as all that extra information comes out. For now, like, subscribe, share. I'm out.